So, so I'm between. So this was so this is regarding on Brock Lesnar with WrestleMania 42. Here's a full story. So, I, so this was at the time when at WrestleMania 42. Here's a full story about regarding as Brock Lesnar saying. So Paul Heyman emanates. He had no idea about Brock Lesnar, his retirement at WrestleMania 42. He added, he's saying, agent of Paul Heyman is pushing back hard on also this idea that Brock idea about Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania 42 retirement was come to carefully plan and this secret because according to Paul Heyman, he quasi had no clue it was coming either. So he said, after just a while, speaking to TMC Sports, that Paul Heyman has addressed the thing about Brock Lesnar. This was emotional at WrestleMania retirement moments. And I just hope such a citizen might be to completely blindside him into the full comments. So I'm just blindside him so that the full comments come only weeks before actual Brock Lesnar lost to Oliver Framing at WrestleMania 42 it was before he was leaving his gloves. So he put his gloves off in the boots into the middle of the ring and while when Paul Heyman watched it mostly he wasn't emotionally from the ringside. It was before WrestleMania WrestleMania and Paul Heyman had falsely denied his retirement of rumors was true, saying Andre was in to even second spot Lesnar still had many years left in him because of that. Andre of TMC majority asked him whether he had security no, said in his retirement was coming all along. Into when Paul Heyman said, "Let me saw that I did it down," and pointed to his possibly public his comments it has approved. So what if I knew he was gonna retire? I knew where I have gone on record saying he was gonna dominate for the next 15 years. He said, he added, and Paul Heyman also reverses how emotional he became during the article at Wrestlemania farewell tour and instead of those reactions were completely. I wasn't gonna, I was crying. He was dead, and so that he symbol is not capable of performing that kind of emotional reactions on a common. So I just I I thought I it was that it's good if this actual that I can't quite on this clue, not I. So I was even and while to discussing Brock Lesnar upon his retirement until when Paul Heyman made it clear he's already thinking focusing toward certain person in certain ways of other voices when he asked. So I think what comes next after Brock Lesnar his departure when Paul Heyman memory started naming the stars he believes all about to take all WWE. So here's the top names. So we have Bob Michael, Logan Paul, Boston Lee, Austin Theory, and the voices taking all WWE. So I think at the same time when when WWE itself has continued train to Brock Lesnar at Wrestlemania 42, moments later has a minute farewell for him. I guess I just said the company has already moved him into one of the citizens of WWE.com has a TV style appeal package across Raw and SmackDown and updated SmackDown into a fail to move has Brock Lesnar from certain now, especially into the farewell category. I think whether Brock Lesnar is totally done or totally returns for one final match before it remains included, but integrated Paul Heyman is now personally discussing the retirement moments was completely, it was real at last. It's from his preemptive, I think. So, do you believe when Brock Lesnar has retirement was imminent, or do you think there's still more, just a whole story behind the scenes? So you can drop your thoughts and the feedback into the comments right here. So let's get to a part in this story right here on WrestleMania 42, behind the scenes. So this is Brock Lesnar right here, and Paul Heyman was right here. It was emotional after between this match between Brock and Oba Flamey. So Josie has to go face to face this full story when Brock Lesnar has completely the part Agent when Brock Lesnar put his gloves down into the middle onto the mat itself when this part in the story here regarding behind the scenes. Agent when Brock Lesnar has lost when Oba Flamey he gets the win. So, as you win, Brock Lesnar put his gloves right here into the middle, and he would take his boots off just in the middle, right there. This was an emotional day. As you win, Paul Heyman was hugging with his client, Sabitha calling Brock Lesnar, is hugging him, and he was emotional for him, apart in his retirement. So, when I just heard the news, and just behind the scenes in this story, so I might gonna do myself, I had to watch this clip again, and over again. So, when I do heard the news regarding Brock Lesnar has emotional for him between his retirement next to Paul Heyman. So, when I do heard the news on this behind the scenes story, so this is what I'm gonna do next about this story here. So, we like this video, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and by this time, peace.